Okay, welcome back to another schema scalper video. In this video, we're going to be looking at gold, market review of gold. Today's the 18th of November, currently 2:30 p.m. in New York. So let's get into it. So starting with, again, volume profile. It's literally the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over until you're tired. So it's volume profile. I've drawn in this just to save time, and I've drawn in the old composite. So a lot of times when these composites are made and formed and they break, either direction, they will go and look for either virgin value area highs or old composite highs. Like here you can see this old composite high is quite close to the virgin value area high. That's a mouthful. Um, as you can see, and we are quite close to that target as well. So when it breaks this, we're gonna be looking forward to get all the way to this target. So where is that drawn to? Something like this, right? So now that we know, okay, we've got our levels in, now we're looking at VWAP, close that, open this, come on Z, back to pointing tool. So we open inside, so we're expecting a move down or rotation to the top and then to the bottom, but as you can see, it gets to the top, and now we're looking at VWAP. Looking at VWAP over here, we get inside of VWAP right there. Now we're looking for entry. Okay. What is our four entry criteria? So it's zeroing, which it's kind of early in the morning to be zeroing, or late at night, sorry, in the evening, to be zeroing in this area. We're looking at, so we're looking for short, so it's divergence from the highs. Not seeing any single candle divergence. Right here, there's one. Yeah, that's it. And what I realize is that a lot of time in a single candle divergence, it needs to be backed up with a strength and weakness. So one participant or participant type is kind of strong and the other one is weak. So for instance, the buyers are trying to push price higher, but the sellers just keeping in there. Or the sellers are trying to push price lower and the buyers are just keeping in there. So there's a huge amount of delta coming in with no price movement. So here you can see we don't have that relationship with buyers and sellers. Delta is kind of moving similar to price, so there's no entry here, no opportunity. And then we go on to the day, we break this value area high, this composite high, and now we get above VWAP. So that in itself means that there's opportunity. Then it gets back to VWAP, and here you can see what I mean by the, I think, yeah, yeah, let's do it over here. So we got a really strong buying right here, strong buying, candle divergence, divergence, and then after that, oh, my bad, did it on the wrong candle. Just remove all of this because it's getting kind of in my way now. Okay, so right here, large buying, lines up, single candle divergence, and then I'll move down to that VWAP. And now you see how price is moving down, but delta is staying flat. That there is divergence. Delta is flat. So how do I change this now? Apply default. Let's just do this. Style, maybe thicker. Okay, and now there's divergence here. So we've got single candle divergence, we've got actual divergence, we've got strength in buyers, and we've got really, really weak selling. Every time the selling comes in, it's almost flat on the delta. There's no real candle. It's kind of just wicks. So yeah, you could get along. After you see the confirmation, stop below the low of that divergence, and then your target would be, since you're outside this VWAP, the target would be the low of this new, oh, sorry, the low of the old composite and the high of the old composite. That would be the two targets. Whichever your target is based on what you have kind of preference. I would target the high of the old composite, just because I have kind of an understanding that usually when these things happen, they push through the whole area of the old composite when it happens like this. But if you target the low of that composite, that's also like pretty good. 1 to 7 odd. Just a tiny stop. And then after you break into this composite, so here you have another bounce, you have a break into it. So right here's opportunity. And a lot of times when you see this happening, kind of flags with composites and VWAP. It's almost like someone kind of knocking on the door. They knock the first time, no one opens. Knock the second time, no one opens. Knock the third time, no one opens. Knock the fourth time, they're getting annoyed, and then someone opens. Boom. And your house gets robbed. And then you'll target the other end of this kind of value area now. Uh, so yeah, that's the review for the day. I didn't see anything. Oh yeah, got to do CVD for proper. Yeah, it's divergence. Also, the more you do like reviews like this, the quicker you'll see divergence actually in real time. Because you know, okay, it's pushing, it's knocking on the door, knocking on the door, knocking on the door. As soon as it goes through, you could have now an entry up here somewhere. Maybe, yeah, so it's doing, boom, boom, right in that candle. So right here, could have an entry, long entry, stop below this low, that's super safe. And then target up here 1 to 2.5. But if you want to be slightly more aggressive, you could have it in the you could have your stop below, which candle is some divergence there. No, there's divergence there, and then there's divergence here. So this candle, the 1 to 4 risk to reward. But I think this is much easier. Like 1 to 2.3. And that's kind of the day. I ignored all of this simply because we had a bias of, oh, let's not do that. keep it orange, and now the next line I want to draw is another color, green. Okay, let's do that. Now we want to be buying in this area at the lower VWAP, or in this area above the higher VWAP. Conversely, we want to be, just put that in red, selling in this area and buy, oh, selling, oh gosh, it's the wrong side of the VWAP, down there on the other side. So there's kind of two zones. There's a buying zone and a selling zone. And a buying zone and a selling zone, as well as here is a, oh gosh, selling zone and a selling zone. And then let's do buying zone and a buying zone. That's kind of an easy way, oops, kind of easy way to remember it. So if we're above there, we want to buy, and if we're bouncing there, we want to buy. If we're below here, we want to sell, and if we're bouncing there, we want to sell. And that's basically the same thing as the VWAP. So in between, like where the X is, you don't want to be doing anything. And we're waiting for confirmations that your idea is right, your direction is right. Once it gets outside VWAP like there, you know, okay, I can buy now, and we're just changing to break into that old composite. So yeah, that's today's review. Cheers.